right now about CNN anchor Chris Cuomo. Earlier this week, Cuomo was suspended from CNN after documents revealed he had been involved more than previously known in shaping his brother, former Governor Andrew Cuomo's defense. Chris Cuomo, we should point out, has now been terminated here at CNN. That's the latest breaking news about what's happening here at CNN. I want to go to CNN's Brian Stelter. Brian, obviously this is huge news, not only inside CNN, but for this industry. What can you tell us?
Yes, Chris Cuomo, one of the most popular anchors at CNN, one of the best known names in television news, violated journalistic ethics and norms, not once or twice, but many times. And that's ultimately what is the result of today's news, Jim. As you mentioned, Cuomo just terminated by CNN this afternoon. And here's the statement from management explaining the decision, saying Chris Cuomo was suspended earlier this week pending further evaluation of new information that came to light about his involvement with his brother's defense. We retained a respected law firm to conduct the review and have terminated him effective immediately. While in the process of that review, additional information has come to light. Despite the termination, we will investigate as appropriate. So this is a big surprise for a lot of people. Jim, I didn't expect to be on with you this evening talking about this breaking news, but we did know that Cuomo had been suspended, not just, for a week, not in the kind of way that's a fake suspension to take pressure off CNN. This was a real suspension. He was put on the bench indefinitely while management conducted a review. What we didn't know until tonight, Jim, is that an outside law firm also came in and that the law firm went through the thousands of pages of text messages and sworn testimony that was released back on Monday. So there was clearly something in those documents that was found to be a serious breach of standards and practices. Of course, it was known months ago that Chris Cuomo was helping his brother, talking to his brother, while his brother was trying to hold on to the governorship and defending himself amid sexual harassment allegations. What we learned this week in those text messages and in that sworn testimony was that he basically was acting like a staffer. He was like an unpaid staffer for the governor, and he was doing that at the same time he was working for CNN. Now, there is one part of the statement, Jim, that we don't know anything about. Just to be completely transparent with the audience, it says there's additional information that also came to light sometime this week. We don't know what that is. I've asked. There's no answers coming on what that could be. What we do know is that Cuomo was terminated earlier today. We know in the past, I have reached out to Chris, asked him for comments, and have not heard back yet. We know in the past he has said he always put family first, and he said he was sorry to put his CNN colleagues in a difficult situation. Now that difficult situation will not exist because Chris Cuomo has been terminated.
And Brian, do we know when this new information might be brought out to the public, and we'll have a sense as to what this additional information was?
And I don't know actually if it ever will. I think that's very much unclear. Certainly in the years I've spent covering media, we know that companies try to keep these things as private as possible. But this is playing out on a very public stage because of Chris Cuomo's prominence and because of his relationship with his brother. I think this may be a situation, Jim, just drawing on my years as a media reporter, I think this may be a situation where it was death by a thousand cuts, where there were just so many headaches time and time again involving Chris Cuomo, that even though many viewers loved watching Cuomo prime time, looked forward to his show, he was causing so many headaches for the network and for CNN staffers that ultimately this decision was reached. That's just drawing on my background, covering other stories like this. I do think, this is a moment where journalistic ethics are at play. And I know there were many CNN staffers very unhappy with the situation, very frustrated by Chris Cuomo. At the same time, Jim, I was hearing from some fans of Chris, some viewers who said, we understood he was looking out for his family. This was always a very complicated situation, but I think the text messages and the documents this week showing that he was very deeply involved, very cozy with the governor's office, very improperly working with the aides, that was ultimately why this decision was announced tonight.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as you heard, Chris Cuomo has been fired from CNN. Now, from what I was picking up from the article, whenever CNN were doing coverage on his brother Andrew Cuomo and the sexual harassment scandal that was coming out of the governor's office in New York, Chris kept interfering with the CNN reports on his brother. And, you heard what they said. They said he did numerous things that really were unethical as as an anchor, which led to this. But I think when he kept trying to get in the middle of all the reporting at CNN, they just decided that enough was enough. So, mm-mm-mm. Boy, I remember the times he was on with Don Lemon. Sometimes those two were annoying. So apparently, a law firm came in, as you heard in the video, and they're going through thousands of pages of transcripts and exhibits from Chris. Mm-mm-mm. And not only that, I also heard that it was a woman that came forward on Chris Cuomo and said she was sexually harassed by him. So hey, keep it in the family, I guess. So according to Saturday's announcement on Chris Cuomo's termination, the process included an outside law firm, a fact that was not previously known. So, a CNN statement on Saturday also referred to additional information that has come to light during the review of document dump. The CNN spokesperson declined to share any further detail about the information. Wow. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. Well, Andrew stepped down in August, and now his brother is officially off the air. I guess they're both officially unemployed right now. But these scandals will blow over. Don't be surprised if you see Chris crop up on another network. Just give it a couple of times. See, folks like him, they'll give them 1,001 chances. Okay? They get chances that black anchors will never get. So, look, I've seen other big anchors get fired and they always come back to television. So, I would not be surprised if we see him again in the next year or two picked up on another network. That's how that's America for you, and that's how things work. But y'all, please tell me what you think about this news of Chris Cuomo getting fired. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.